story, The Last Letter in a Small Town, there were two teenagers named Sarah and Ramin. They had grown up together since childhood, and their friendship soon blossomed into a deep love. Sarah was a delicate and artistic girl who painted to make the world more beautiful. Ramin was a passionate boy who loved books and poetry. Every day, they would go to the local park, sitting under the large trees and sharing their love for each other. However, fate does not always treat lovers gently. Sarah suffered from a rare illness that gradually affected her health. She felt weaker every day but didn't want to worry Ramin, so she kept everything a secret from him. One day, Sarah told Ramin that she needed to go to another city for a while to receive treatment from specialized doctors. Ramin, heartbroken and worried, begged Sarah not to go alone. However, Sarah calmly and firmly assured him that it was necessary for her health and that she would return soon. With tears in her eyes, Sarah walked away from Ramin, who watched her leave with a heavy heart, consumed by worry. Days passed, and Sarah underwent treatment far from Ramin in the hospital. She felt anguish in her heart, reminiscing about him and their beautiful moments together every night. According to her doctor's advice, Sarah had to undergo a lengthy treatment period, which meant even more separation from Ramin. She feared that if he knew how bad her condition was, it would make things harder for him. Therefore, she decided to write him a letter, one that would express her feelings. Sarah penned a beautiful letter filled with love poems, promising Ramin that she would never forget him and that she would always remain committed to their love. At the end of her letter, she wrote, "Never break the statue of my love in your memory, even if distance and time separate us." Time passed, and days turned into months. With each letter, Sarah's condition deteriorated. She gradually realized that her illness was worsening. While she longed for Ramin, he remained hopeful each day that she would return to him. After 6 months, Sarah called Ramin to tell him that she could no longer continue and needed to find peace, but her love would remain. Ramin listened in disbelief, drowning in a sea of sorrow. He rushed to the hospital to say his final goodbye to Sarah. There, Sarah handed Ramin her last letter, a letter filled with love, hope, and sadness that flowed from her heart. In Ramin's arms, Sarah gently drifted into eternal rest with a serene smile. Heartbroken and wounded, Ramin kept that letter close to his heart for the rest of his life, and every day in memory of Sarah, he planted a green tree in the local park. Years passed, and Ramin lived with the memory of Sarah. Every time he looked at the tree he had lovingly planted, he reflected on their love and the cherished days they shared. In memory of Sarah, he colored the world around him, inspired by her art. This story speaks of love and loss, showing that true love never fades away and is never forgotten, even if distance separates lovers.
Hazır.
Çok kolay.